the 2K Sports pregame show.
NBA regular season opener for a couple of teams. Thank you all for tuning in. So happy you're here. I'm ecstatic that you're here. And
I miss you too, Ernie.
And I'm really happy that Kenny and Shaq are here, too.
I miss you too, Ernie.
Thank you. Me too. We'll watch the Miami.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
On the floor for the visiting Atlanta Hawks. At small forward, Vince Carter. At shooting guard, Allen Crabbe. At center, Alex Len. At the other forward position, John Collins. At the other guard position, Trae Young. The head coach of the team, and now your Miami Heat starting lineup. At shooting guard, at 6'3", number 11, Dion Waiters. The other guard, 6 feet 7 inches, number 20, Justice Winslow. At the power forward position, 7 feet, number 9, Kelly Olynyk. At center, 6 feet 10 inches, number 13, Bam Adebayo. The other forward, standing 6'8", number 22, Jimmy Butler. Eric Spoelstra is your head.
With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got the Atlanta Hawks and the Miami Heat. Smitty, tonight, something we don't get to see much of these days. Two grinded-out half-court offenses.
Yeah, you know this word pace, Kevin. Everybody wants to have this pace where you get up more shots, analytics. But that's why I love the finals and the conference finals. Two teams, they know each other, and then at the end of the game, you got to execute. They know your plays, you know their tendencies. It comes down to old-school basketball when you start to get to that fourth quarter, and especially games 6 and 7.
Excellent point. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the court for Atlanta. Len out there with John Collins. Then there's Carter. And it's Young, and it's Crabbe in at the 2. Shots good by Butler.
This is where Jimmy Butler really does his best work, when he can use his length and strength to full advantage.
Young finds Crabbe. Beyond the arc. Sinks the three-pointer.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
2 minutes.
On offense, here are the Heat. It's a three-point game.
Yeah, and they took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
And it's Butler missing.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
Now here is Carter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Kelly Olynyk.
So much of this Hawks team is under the age of 25. They have a lot of room to grow as a unit and improve together. They'll have their ups and downs, but a lot of talent to build around here with the Hawks.
And Smitty, with all young cores, the Hawks will have to be patient with this group.
Yeah, you can't add too much stress to this group too quickly. You saw how long it took the Sixers core to come together. Fortunately, I think the Hawks organization recognized that and will give them the time they need.
That free throw missing.
Yeah, Carter just a freak of nature, one of the best dunkers the game has ever seen, a top-tier shooting guard who just embraces the spotlight.
And the second free throw, good.
Well, you look at the coaching resume of Lloyd Pierce. Was an assistant for a lot of teams in his time. Stops at Memphis and Philadelphia most notably. Finally gets a chance to be the head coach here in Atlanta.
Now here's Olynyk over Collins. And that one hits back iron. The Hawks working the ball around and finished off by Collins.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Now here's Waiters. Olynyk in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. The Heat need to get a shot off. Miami no good on that time either. Hawks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Crabbe kicks to Young. The 3. And Winslow pulls it down. The Heat trail by 6. To the inside. Waiters count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Justice Winslow has done an excellent job of being unselfish and making the right play.
Winslow against Young. To the right side. Here's Crabbe. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Dion Waiters. The Hawks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Both free throws good from Crabbe. And so it's Atlanta with their lead standing at 6 points here. You learn about Jimmy Butler's difficult journey to where he is now. One thing.
Basketball. That's that. It always took my mind off everything. It always made me smile. I had no cares in the world when I was shooting.
Well, you hear that so often, don't you, Greg? Between those lines can be an escape from the outside world.
And in the end, Butler's obsession became his escape. Maybe why he remained so devoted to the game.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Hawks, what do you guys think?
So far, they've been active, scoring the basketball, built up a little lead here, and looking good.
The play calling has been perfect, backed up by beautiful execution. They've certainly captured the moment in that first quarter.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. Hunter is out there with Jabari Parker. And it's ABC, then it's Jones. And it's Turner in at the point guard position. And here are the Heat now. Jabari Parker unable to get his last shot to go. The franchise passes to Leonard. Drops in the tray. Leonard's got his first 3 points of the game. And on opening night, every team starting from scratch, Steve. That has a lot of people optimistic at this time of the year. Teams that favored coming into the season and teams that may not be looked upon very favorably.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, a lot of these teams, they look at it, maybe didn't have the season they wanted the previous season, maybe because of injuries, or maybe they just didn't gel. So as an organization, a fan base, you're excited in opening day. And then there are some teams, Kevin, that you look in and you go, woo, we don't even have a chance. But let me just pretend like it that we have a chance, and hopefully they can make a trade throughout the year.
Now here's Dragic. Johnson outside. 1:44 left to play here in the second quarter. The Hawks leading by 3. Hunter kicks to Parker, and the pass to Turner. Takes the 13-footer. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Crafty move. He recognizes the size disadvantage, and the mid-range is close enough.
Right. No reason to take it all the way to the rack. Instead, take what the defense allows.
Now here's Dragic. Good on the shot. Dragic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
How about the tempo Dragic plays with? Constantly working for a good shot.
To the paint. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for Miami. Trailing by 5. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. And the Heat with some changes. Kelly Olynyk checked in for Johnson. Justice Winslow comes in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Waiters in for the franchise. Then for the Hawks, John Collins, he's checked in for Jones. Crabbe comes in for ABC. Young is subbed in for Evan Turner. Now, here is Young after Dion Waiters' miss. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. It's good. The Heat trail by 7. Kicks it to Dragic. 23 seconds left in the second quarter. That shot is off. The Hawks have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And Parker, here we go. Young with no one around. Rebound by Olynyk. Now here's Winslow. Shoots the 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. That'll do it for...
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, what needs to change going ahead in the second half?
It starts with getting some stops. We got to play off some misses, and we can't let them force us into 1 or 0 pass possessions. We've got to move the ball 1 and a half court, help each other with that, but we'd like to get some more in the open.
We'll see if you can get the pace where you want it. Thanks, Bo. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time after 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They've got the 7-point lead. And Shaq, what'd you see from Atlanta?
Well, they're getting higher percentage looks, good game planning. The ball is moving around. Guys aren't pulling the trigger at the first thing they see. They are definitely staying disciplined. That's a big part of what has them having the lead at the halftime.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Miami?
Well, I think their problem is rebounding, Ernie. You know, when you're trying to come back in a game, every possession counts because each possession can turn into points, and you need to cut that deficit quickly.
And it's just about time now for the third.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. The Heat trail by 7. They've got Dion Waiters. Olynyk is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Justice Winslow. And it's Adebayo in at center. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Here's Adebayo. No points in the game yet for him. Good on the 13-footer. Olynyk's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Heat.
Well, Goran Dragic was selected as an alternate for the All-Star game last season. But this Miami Heat team still lacks star power.
Now, here is Young. The 11-footer. And Winslow pulls it down. Outside Butler. Rebound by the Hawks. The Heat are a playoff caliber team, but hard to see them really, Smitty, breaking through as presently constructed.
They have some quality young players, but make no mistake, they love to swing a trade for a franchise player.
Here's Winslow following the basket by Trae Young. Butler feeling it out a bit. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Butler's got his second bucket.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now, here is Young. 1:30 left to play here in the third. Clock at 6. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Johnson, he's checked in for Miami. The franchise comes in for Dion Waiters. And a change for the Hawks. ABC's checked in for Ellen Cramp. From the inbound. And the call will be against Alex Len. That's his first foul. Goran Dragic is checked in for Miami. Atlanta also making some changes here. Jones checked in for Alex Len. Jabari Parker comes in for John Collins. And Hunter subbed in for Carter. Outside Dragic. In the corner, Winslow with it. Pass to Johnson. 5 on the clock. 2 points. That one goes.
A skilled, versatile forward. James Johnson showing what he can do from mid-range.
Young against Dragic. Good on the three-point shot.
I can't understand in the midst of a game you leave an elite shooter this wide open.
Adebayo passes to Dragic. Winslow with it. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Back to Johnson. Over Hunter. That shot, no good. So the Hawks will take it the other way. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Parker. Here's ABC. Back to Parker. The kick out to Young. Connects from three-point range.
This is what the crowd comes to see. Young has that it factor.
Dragic left side. And the shot is good. Dragic has got 6. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're feeling very confident. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for Atlanta, Parker out there with Jones. Then it's Turner. And it's ABC. And it's Hunter in at the 3 slot. There's Parker with the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Parker's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Atlanta. The Heat trail by 10. Outside Dragic. The shot that time, not on target. Good work defensively by Turner. Parker dishes to Turner. Back to Parker. Shot clock at 6. Here's ABC. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark.
In over his head on the layup attempt there. Too much defensive pressure.
Johnson kicks to Dragic. And he uses the glass on the layup.
That was strong defense inside, but Goran Dragic in full attack mode.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're in front by 8. 1:49 left to play here in the fourth. And the Heat with some changes. Kelly Olynyk checked in for Johnson. Butler comes in for Winslow. And Dion Waiters subbed in for the franchise. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Alex Lenz checked in for Damian Jones. John Collins comes in for Evan Turner. Vince Carter is checked in for Hunter. And Krebs subbed in for ABC. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on Lloyd Pierce talking with his team. He still wants them to be aggressive and assertive on offense. He said, I don't want us to get content with this lead. Build on it. Don't give them any chance of getting back in this thing. Kevin?
Here's Butler. That one wide left. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Collins against Butler. Pass to Crabbe. He dishes it to Len. It's rebounded by Leonard.
And on some plays, everything goes your way except for the finish.
Yep, that one goes in there.
I love how Jimmy Butler let the play develop, how he's learned to trust his vision.
For Atlanta, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Carter kicks to Len. He feeds it to Crabbe. Now the pass to Collins. Now Parker. It's Vince Carter on the wing. He's guarded by Waiters. And it's sent back by Leonard. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And the Heat with some changes. Johnson comes in for Leonard. And the franchise is subbed in for Jimmy Butler. Then for the Hawks, Jones comes in for Collins. And it's Turner in for Jabari Parker. And the Heat call time here. They're trailing by 9. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Jabari Parker.
And he's put on a terrific show of skill in the paint. A combination of moves, footwork, and that soft touch down low. It's all added up to one dominant performance for the big fella.
If he could only contribute like this for them every night, you can't overstate how much better it makes this team when he has a game like this, and on the road no less. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
At the line for the Hawks, Allen Crabbe.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though, and the Heat with some changes. Adebayo is checked in for Johnson. Butler comes in for the franchise, and Winslow's Hawks. Jabari Parker comes in for Jones. Young is subbed in for Turner. And the second of 2 is good. That makes it a 7-point lead. Difference between the game plan. Now a timeout called by Miami. They're trailing by 7. 27 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
That's an Adrian, who wants a free t-shirt. Make some noise. That's it.
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Winslow. No good on the 3. And the Hawks with possession here. They've led by as many as 11 points. Now Young. And so it's Atlanta with the W. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Jabari, you guys really got after it tonight. Is this the kind of mentality you want to impose on the other team?
Just as long as I stay aggressive, don't rush the game, don't get outside of my game, but continue to play hard.
Well, you got your teammates looking for you tonight, Jabari. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you later.